That's right. You should be excited. I'm gonna unsheeple you. That's right. I'm Angus Blackburn Jr., expert on the hollow realm Earth theory, and thank you for coming to my TEDxXX talk here at the Ramada Inn Conference Room C. If you believe in the heliocentric non-hollow model of the Earth, also known as a globehead, a science slut, an orbiot, a globetard, and realm deniers, then you believe some crazy shit. If you believe the so-called scientists, then you think the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. You ever been to the equator? I've not. But I know it's not going 1,000 miles an hour because people are standing there just getting their lunch and shit. Now, I don't want to flex my scientificals on you, but Mach 1 is 761 miles an hour. You think the people at the equator are running around the world at 761 miles per hour? That's the speed of sound. No, they're not. And they're certainly not going 1,000 miles an hour. That's just dumb. Now, if you believe in the heliocentrical kind of world, then you also believe that we're going around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour. That's like Mach 88. And yet this first slide is what the water looks like. That's just a lake somewhere. Look at it. Does that water look like it's going 1,000 miles an hour? How about 66,000 miles an hour? It looks like it's going 0 miles an hour to me. Now, if you're going to listen to the popes and priests of science, they would tell you that we are going around in our galaxy, whatever the fuck that might be, at 480,000 miles an hour. Now, I just want you to take a look at yourself, look at your neighbor, take a look at them, smell their bullshit breath, yeah? Get to know them. Now, do they look like they're going a trillion miles a fucking hour? No. And you want to know why you think these things, man? I'm going to tell you right now, it's a simple word. The scum.
That's 2 words.
You're right, that is 2 words, sir. How about just scum? The New World Order Illuminati.
That's 5 words.
Yeah, quiet down out there. I only got 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to take you on a journey that only an Angus can take you on. Because all the globe Earth truthers are not true. And all the flat Earth truthers, although closer to the truthers, they're missing the thing right in front of their face. It's that the Earth is more of a realm shape. It's kind of a realm. It's not really flat. It's like a realm. And also, this bitch is hollow. Now, I know what you're saying. Angus is so handsome and so smart, and I should probably go to patreon.com/SkatCast and give him a bunch of money. And you'd be right to say all those things. But what we're talking about today is the hollow realm Earth. All right, first slide here. This is a planet that we're told you live on. Some people say it's round. One science guy I know says it's a spherical ovoid. Fuck that guy, you can't have it both ways.
You suck.
Sorry, sir, I was, but I had to put your mom's titties down because I had to do this TED Talk. Now, what is the hollow realm Earth? It doesn't look round like this, but more like slide 2. That's right. That's the flag of the United Nations. They know, man. The scum knows. And they're rubbing it in your faces. That right there is the map of what some call the flat Earth, what I call the realm Earth, because it's more of a realm. And it's meant to show that the entire world scum has united. Now, if you need more proof than that, then you're some kind of psycho. But we'll keep going. All right, next slide. This is the hollow realm Earth map. In the center there is the North Pole, which is where you can find one of several entrances to the hollow Earth. Other entrances include Mount Shasta, or the Himalayas, the pyramids of Giza, underneath the Eiffel Tower, and next to the dumpster at an Applebee's in Boise, Idaho. Now, as you can see on this map, there's an outer circle, and it's made of ice. It's called the ice wall. The Illuminati call it Antarctica, but I ain't Antarctica gonna call it that.
Dumb.
Yep, terrible. I appreciate you guys. Now, first of all, you're gonna want to know the history of the realm Earth suppression. Then I'm gonna give you all the evidentiaries you'll ever need. Then finally, I'll teach you how to talk to a hollow realm Earth denier. The year was 1961, and people were starting to get wise to a realm Earth. So the governments of the world, they all met together, and they signed the 1961 Antarctica Treaty with the aliens. And when I say aliens, I mean there was like 18 different species there. Fucking Xenu and L. Ron Hubbard were even there. Moorman was there. And the whole point of the treaty was no people could ever see the ice wall because it'd freak them out. But I'm here today to unfreak the sheeple. There's an ice wall out there surrounding the planet, and you should be freaked out about it. And the shit's thick as fuck. And the Illuminati, they prop up a bunch of fucking penguins and then polar bears on that ice wall, and they fall and they die. And the scum are the #1 cause of polar bear death. Because the penguins think it's fun and they can swim pretty good. But then polar bears, not so much.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the ice wall, sir, and the 1961 Treaty of Antarctica that sold our souls to the scum. Now, the governments and the aliens of the world, they knew they had their work cut out for them. Because despite our love of televised karaoke competitions, hot pockets, and steroid freaks doing the sports balls for us, we're actually pretty smart. And they knew if we found that ice wall, it's game over, man. So they hid it. You just try looking something up on Antarctica on Google Maps. It's just fucking snow. There's no hole. There's no ice wall. It's all scum.
What is the point?
The point is they knew they were going to have to brainwash y'all. The first thing they did was initiate the space race. And don't get me started on the faked moon landing. Now, the whole world was ignoring the fact that there's a thing called a firmament, stupids. And the firmament is this big dome over the Earth. And astronauts aren't going through the goddamn firmament. Come on. Now, we can hang our satellites from the firmament, and we've done so. But that's a different thing. But the scum told the people we could go to space. And Stanley Kubrick, Arthur C. Clarke, and Gene Roddenberry all made it happen on a studio lot in Nevada. And for decades now, all we've seen is NASA's attempt to pull our own damn wool over our own dumb sheeple eyes. And they've succeeded. Everywhere you go, you see those globes. The Earth is a globe. The Earth is a globe. If you repeat propaganda enough times, it becomes true. And so you guys don't know that there is no such thing as a picture of the Earth. It's all computer shit, man. And those images from the so-called Hubble telescope, yeah, they photoshopped that shit. So you won't seek out the ice walls. But my friends, you must seek out the ice walls. Back in 1961, the governments of the world asked a few corporations for their help. Among them was the Disney Corporation. And it was Walt Disney that helped create the images in our mind that is a globe Earth, and the delusion that humans can break through the firmament. But look at this. This is a picture from Disney, and that there's an astronaut, and look at his feet. Tell me that's not a staple in his feet. Is that part of the practice of NASA to staple astronauts to the moon? That's a fucking toy because they faked it because they think you're dumb. And as more and more corporations were asked to come on board to help them hide the hollow realm Earth, a religion was begun. And you sheep will call it science, but it's called scientism. And it's in the belief of the science without the scientific method, which means that they believe in people and what they say. When the scientists say some shit like, we're going really fast, but we're not. And there's a guy out there named Neil deGrasse Tyson just teaching people some shit. But I'm going to unteach it right now.
This is terrible.
It is terrible, sir. I agree.
No, you're terrible.
No one likes the truth tellers, sir.
You're dumb.
But believe me, my 3 YouTube PhDs are superior to whatever crap you got. Now, I'm going to give you a comparison. What reality is and what the scum believe. Now, the scum would have you believe there's a thing called gravity and that's why things fall. But they don't know what an Angus knows. And I don't need math or science to know it. Their idea of gravity is a fucking force, man. It's like Yoda and shit. I'm supposed to believe that it's a force and it's just going down all the time. It's always down. Down always with the force. Now, the true answer, and this is going to get kind of scientificals for you, but there's 2 words. It's very simple. Buoyancy and density. That's why shit does shit. Now look that up. Now another thing the scum would have you believe is that the Earth is spinning. Remember that 1,000 miles an hour thing at the equator? But don't forget this slide about the lake. All right, well, that's a slide of a couple of my children shaving the dog, but you get my point. Just take a tennis ball. And now you've got a dog, I got a dog. You see my dog right there. Now that dog slobbers all over that tennis ball. Pretend that's the ocean. Now, when you take that tennis ball and you spin it, do you think you're going to get dog slobber on your face or not? Would you take that bet? And I can't spin a tennis ball 1,000 miles an hour, but I'm supposed to believe the oceans are just going to sit there while we're spinning around 1,000,000,000,000 miles an hour. I don't think so. Test it yourself. Go get a dog and let it drool on a ball and spin it and see if you get it in your mouth. It's gross. Now, another thing these hollow realm Earth deniers can't seem to wrap their stupid minds around is that water doesn't curve. They tell you it does. The scum wants you to think that water can curve, but it don't.
Yeah, water drops are curved, you dumb fuck.
I can't hear you. I can't see you either. Whatever. I believe the children are our future. Wait, no. Fuck the children. All right, listen here. Another bit of evidence for you deniers. Rivers don't flow uphill. Have you seen the maps that you guys draw? I'm supposed to believe that the Mississippi is going up. It's just going up a hill.
North is not up. Space does not have an up.
I see you agree with me. That's right.
No.
But the scum would have you believe that rivers go up. But I dare you to show me one. And another thing about going around space 1,000,000,000,000 miles an hour, whatever the fuck, how come the stars never change?
They do change.
No, they don't. A Sagittarius is still a fucking Sagittarius, bro. That's crazy.
It's actually not. You're wrong.
Now, another important thing to understand about this 1,000 miles an hour at the equator, I can disprove it in 1 second. You want to know how? Look up at the clouds. You see those clouds? Do they look like they're going 1,000 miles an hour? Clouds are lazy. Now, here's the Earth from a side view. Now, full transparency, this is an artist's rendition of it. Now, just disregard the turtle that it's sitting on because that's, somebody else's thing. But whatever. Now, you see how it's not flat? It is a realm. And below the topsoil, it is hollow. And that, my friends, is where the multi-dimensional alien, shape-shifting reptilians live. Now, you might be wondering what it looks like inside our hollow realm Earth. I might be the first to tell you there's a sun inside our Earth, and it keeps the reptilians very warm, which they like. And there's vast oceans within the hollow Earth. And again, entrances, Mount Shasta, North Pole, Applebee's. Now, you might be asking yourself, Angus, I need evidence for these things. I'll show you evidence next slide. You see that right there? That's George W. Bush turning into a reptile. Shapeshift alien reptile confirmed.
That's just shitty video resolution.
I'll shitty video resolution your face, whoever that is out there. I'm trying to unsheeple you. Listen, I've believed these things for many years, and I've been challenged by many of you on the internet. And a good friend of mine, he built a rocket so he could prove to the world that the Earth was flat. And then he died from crashing the rocket, but he did get very, very high. I mean, it was pretty tragic because he just splatted on the ground in front of his kids, but And the video did show kind of a curvature to the Earth. But like I said, it's not flat, it's a realm, and it's hollow. Now, the most important thing that you have to ask yourself is, can you prove that I'm not right? Sure, all the other planets and moons in the solar system and beyond are round, but that's a very universe-centric way to look at the universe. Earth is way more important than those places because I live here. And to a lesser extent, you live here. Now I'm going to tell you about how to talk with a motherfucker that don't believe. Let's see if we can get somebody from the audience. You, sir.
Yeah.
Have we ever met before, sir?
Yeah, we do a podcast together.
Right, so we've never met before. Give me your best rebuttals.
Gravity is easily proven.
No.
The Earth is spinning.
Nope.
Water droplets are round.
No, they're not.
Rivers don't flow up because space doesn't have an up. The oceans don't react like dog drool on a tennis ball because it's much bigger. And I think it's more likely that you would shove a science book up your ass than read it.
All right, take the microphone away from whoever the fuck that is. Now, he gave me a bunch of shit, didn't he? He gave me a line of shit, scientific talking points and whatnot. I'm surprised he didn't bring up math and shit. Would you do your math homework in your mommy's basement? Now, you see what I did there? That's how you talk to somebody that disagrees with you. You belittle their intelligence and you make fun of them for living at home with their mom. Now, I can't see this man out there because the lights are too bright in my face, but I'm certain he has a neck beard, so also call him a neck beard. Now, as you guys know, I have debated Neil deGrasse Tyson on several occasions.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have, sir.
No, you just sent him drunk and incoherent emails.
Well, I'm doing my part of the debate, but what I've learned from Neil deGrasse Tyson is this. Neil deGrasse Tyson is New World Order Illuminati scum. And you need to seek out the ice walls. We must find the ice walls. Visit patreon.com/SkatCast. Let's get those ice walls going, man. We're gonna charter a boat, and you guys are gonna fund it, okay? We're gonna get there. We're gonna prove to the world that no, you can't sail off the end of the world because the ice walls. And let's get a big boat so we can save some polar bears while we're there. Now, in summary, the Earth is kind of a realm shape. It's like a realm, kind of realmish. And it's fucking hollow. And that's why whenever you see an Applebee's come to your neighborhood, you want to keep your eyes open for the shape-shifting, multi-dimensional alien reptilians. They really like that 2 for $20 deal. Now, you can tell with your own eyes that this is a realm just by looking at the airplanes, man. You can see them. They're always taking a right turn. Just a slight right turn as they go around the realm. Now, or maybe a left turn if they're coming the other way, around the realm. You can see it with your own eyes. I've talked to pilots that have seen the ice walls.
No, you haven't.
I've seen them on YouTube, and they said when they flew over the North Pole, they could see an entrance into the hollow Earth, and I believe them. Why would they lie about that? To sell books on the UFO circuit? Sure. Maybe get a movie deal with Paramount? Why not? Maybe get a guest spot on the Ancient Aliens show on whatever the fuck channel it's on at this point? Fuck yeah. But I'd say there's a lot more to lose. You still have to be that guy from the Ancient Alien show, and that sucks. People will make memes about you, and it'll hurt your feelings. And podcast hosts will make up impressions of you and put you in weird, awkward situations on their podcasts.
Giant stone balls.
Now, if you take anything away from this talk, besides, that the Earth is hollow in a realm, because I said so, it's that we must seek out the ice walls. Fund my mission to seek out the ice walls. We see now that building a rocket was probably irresponsible. But seeking out the ice walls is not. I, Angus Blackburn Jr., pledge from this day forward to seek out the ice walls. And I will revel in my proving to you that the Earth is kind of more of a realm shape. It's kind of a realm. Now, I think it's important that we talk about the scum. And Angus fights the scum because that's what Anguses do. Now, you might be asking, Angus, who is the Illuminati? And my answer is, fuck you, man, I don't know you. You could be Illuminati. But most certainly the bankers are Illuminati. Most of the politicians, big media, big pharma, big tech, and probably Krispy Kremes, I don't know. I think I just said that because I'm hungry. And I'm kind of lonely up here. I can't see anyone. But again, we must seek out the ice walls. Patreon.com/SkatCast. The Earth is a realm, and it's also hollow. Thank you.
It's David and Angus show right now. Let's go.
I can't believe you did that.
Hey, thanks for coming to my TED Talk, Dave.
TED Talks aren't usually held at the Ramada Inn.
It was affiliated, Dave.
Yeah, I don't think it was. The other speakers were pretty off.
No, I think the guy who claimed that he could channel the ghosts of dead dogs was pretty credible.
Right. Well, you did a TED Talk.
I did.
And there were some people there.
There were.
And they all thought it was dumb.
If I just unsheepled one mind, it was worth it.
Right. Well, I'd say you made us all dumber.
A lot of people like to say it's red pilling somebody when you give them information.
Right.
But I'd like to think a TED Talk like what I just did would give a little bit more.
All right.
And Angus is more like a horse pill.
Right.
A red pill suppository.
Yikes.
A blast of truth right through the brown eye, Dave.
Right, well, I don't think you knew what you were talking about up there.
Whatever, Dave. Did I see you give a TED Talk? I don't think so.
Well, I don't fancy myself an expert on anything. I don't have any YouTube PhDs like you do.
Well, I don't like to think of myself as a role model, Dave, but you know.
Yikes. Well, I have a few follow-up questions for you, Mr. Expert on the flat Earth.
Yeah, hollow realm Earth, Dave?
Right, well, you just took all the flat Earth talking points and you just call them realms.
It is definitely more of a realm shape, Dave, and it's also hollow.
All right, well, you cited a lot of nonsense.
I disagree.
Well, let's see. You said the stars didn't move.
That's right.
Yeah, but they do.
No, man, an Aquarius is an Aquarius.
Actually, it's not. Everything's one constellation over.
Look, Dave, I don't want to talk down to you or anything, but you watch sports, and you
Okay.
like chips.
Yes.
You are the epitome of bread and circus. What do you know about stuff?
Oh, I see. I'm not the guy that's saying that there's no gravity.
There isn't. There's only density and buoyancy, man.
Okay, then what's density?
What do you mean, what's density?
What is it? What is it? Define it.
What do you mean, be your dictionary? I'm not your dictionary.
What is density?
It's the amount of denseness to something.
Right, and what is buoyancy?
It's how much boy there is and stuff.
Right, you don't know what you're talking about.
It's called universal acceleration, Dave, and yes, I do.
No, you're just repeating things from flat Earth people like David Weiss or whatever.
No, I've never even heard of that guy.
Angus, that's who's on your T-shirt.
Oh, that David Weiss. Okay, I see.
All right, you also rambled about rivers going uphill.
Yeah, explain that one, Dave.
Now, rivers don't run uphill.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, but you're saying it because you're a credulous dumb fuck.
If the Earth was round, it means the rivers are going up, Dave.
Just because a river is going from south to north doesn't mean that it's going up to a higher elevation.
I don't know about all that, but man, you can't disprove what I just said.
Right, well, you also said that water doesn't curve.
That's right. Water does not curve, Dave.
Where the hell did you get that?
Flat Earth website?
Water curves all the time. Just look at a raindrop.
What about it?
A raindrop is curved. It's circular.
Only to the untrained eye, but to the eyes of an Angus.
Wait, you're going to fight me that a raindrop isn't a fucking curved circle kind of thing?
I want you to rise up from your sheep ways, Dave. That's why we gotta seek out the ice walls, Dave.
Do you seriously want to get a boat and go where?
To the ice walls?
Right, and the ice walls are where?
Thanks for not paying attention to my TED Talk, Dave.
Okay, so you just go out in the ocean until you run into a fucking ice wall?
That's right.
Well, don't you think people would do that accidentally all the time?
Well, they got armed guards, Dave.
Around the entirety of the Earth.
Well, I've heard that's why the polar bears are there, too.
The polar bears are there to keep people from the ice wall.
Yeah, Dave, they're called guard bears.
Okay, well, that's not the dumbest thing you've ever said, but it's pretty up there.
I know you can't wrap your mind around it, Dave, but you gotta just trust me.
No, thanks.
We gotta seek out the ice walls.
I'm not getting on a boat with you.
Come on, man.
I'm not going to ask the listeners to fund a boat trip to see the ice walls.
We gotta seek out the ice walls, Dave.
Angus, why don't you believe the Earth is round?
Because it's a realm.
Now, why don't you believe scientists?
Because they're part of the scam.
You think all the scientists around the world are part of the Illuminati?
Yes.
All right, so all the scientists in China are part of the Illuminati.
Definitely.
And in Brazil and wherever.
Yeah, all the places, Dave, yeah.
So all the college students are Illuminati?
Obviously.
All right, you know that's a lot of people, right?
Yeah, there's probably 80, 90 billion people in the Illuminati, Dave.
Billion?
Yeah, you heard me with a B, Dave.
Okay, you know there's only about 8 billion people on the Earth.
That's what they want you to believe.
Oh my God, I'm going to the bar.
Cheers to me and my TED Talk, man.
Right, again, I don't think you made any coherent claims whatsoever.
I
but-
appreciate that, man. I'm gonna go sing karaoke. Come sing karaoke with me.
No, thank you.
Let's go now to all you sons of bitches said I'd never do a TED Talk, and I did. Go something like this, baby. Oh, fucking you. Boom. Yeah, baby. Come on. Come on, Dave. Come on, get up here, man.
No way.
But come on, you feel that? Yeah, baby. Schmick. Come on, bitches. Here we go. That's right. Now we're walking. We're walking now. Follow me now. I did a TED Talk. I taught you shit. Yeah. Do I sing yet? I don't sing yet. All right. Dave, come up here, man.
Nope.
Yeah, dude, come on. Sing backups for me.
No, thank you.
Whatever, bitch. That's right. You ready? You ready for this now?
I guess so.
And Angus will only say this once. Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Did my TED Talk on the hollow realm Earth. Just an Angus and his red pill suppository. That's right, thank you, sir. So many times, an Angus is right about the scum and no gravity. Don't lose your shit, cause an Angus is right about the hollow fucking Earth and how it's realm shaped. It's the eye of an Angus, it's a thrill cause I'm right, rising up to the challenge at the Ramada Inn. And the last realm Earth denier bleeds like sheep in the night. And he's watching me cause I just did my own TED Talk. That's right, baby. That's right. Patreon.
All right, well, it's a day after your TED Talk. How you feeling?
My head hurts. I wish I wasn't in the studio today, and, I probably saved the world.
All right, we're going to close it off with, the little question and answer thing that Angus had at the end of his talk.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Right, but I'll say thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, you're welcome for the knowledge.
Now, for repentance, you'll have to watch an actual TED Talk on actual science.
How dare you, Dave?
Right, well, thank you to the SkatCast staff. Thank you to Zach, our producer.
Mrs. Script Keeper.
Yep, Steve, our engineer.
And all our bosses on patreon.com/SkatCast.
Right, hello to the Litterbox.
And to the Shitbox and Mr. Shitbox Wizard himself.
Right, and hello to the SkatCast Discord and Chris, the Discord Dookie Slayer.
And to all you scooper troopers out there, scoop on.
Yep, we're back out on the road next week.
Yeah, coming to a state near you. And don't forget, we must seek the ice walls.
Now, reach out to us at info@scatcast.com.
All right, the mic's going around. Whoever's got the mic, I'll take a question. All right, let's hear it. I can't see any of you.
Yeah, I got a question. What made you think that you could do a TED Talk about anything?
Oh, that's a great question, sir. It comes down to what an Angus wants to do. And it's almost without fail precisely what it means to. Next question.
Yeah, real quick, did you do any research at all before you did this TED Talk?
Oh, that's a great question. You see, one thing that happens to an Angus is he just channels knowledge. He just knows things. And Angus just knows. But also, this guy on my t-shirt, he did a lot of research for me, so,
Yep. Follow-up question.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, did you know that none of the things that you said tonight were correct?
Oh, none of the things. Okay, next question.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about the firmament.
That's right, the firmament.
Now, you said that people weren't able to leave the firmament.
That's right, that would be silly and ridiculous.
You mean they wouldn't be able to fly their spaceship really far?
Only as far as the firmament.
I see. Is the firmament made of glass or something?
Well, it's kind of like this ethereal realm casing kind of stuff.
I see. That totally checks out. Thank you.
All right, next question.
Hey, dude, have you seen my mod?
Have you guys seen this guy's mod? If you guys want to look around near your seats, see if you can see a mod. That's one of them little douche flutes, them smokings. He's a smoking guy. He's not smoke, though. It's like vapor. I don't know. Douche flutes. He's looking for his douche flute.
I found it, dude. Thank you.
Nice. Well done, everyone. All right, next question.
Can you tell me where the swimming pool is?
It's just around the corner, ma'am.
It's Dave and Angus.
Yeah.
It's Dave
I'm Angus. I'm Angus.
It's Dave and Angus. Listen to Dave and Angus show right now. Let's go.
Well, we've got some things to say about some shit. We'll sing some songs, do interviews, and pee against the wind.
It's Dave
I'm Dave.
and Angus.
I'm Angus.
It's Dave
He's Dave. I'm Dave. I'm Angus.
It's Dave and Angus. Listen there, Dave and Angus show right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Bing bong.